is someone who I actually talked him into spending a lot of money on his house. Him and his wife Lorraine, and you know, I told him if they put the money in the house, Bryan's response was we couldn't afford to eat, and I said, you know what, we'll feed you. And we have. But Bryan is someone who will do exactly what we just talked about. And that is building community, providing leadership, and providing the vision that we can all be proud of. And I tell you what, the numbers are really, but I'm very clear, this guy is our next council member. Bryan MacDonald, congratulations.
Most of you know the story, but I started out about 30 years ago in a little community up north of us called Santa Barbara, which has a higher crime rate per capita than Oxnard does. And I moved down here with my family because I was a poor starving college student. And you know, for a while I dreamed about going home to Santa Barbara. Well, after a while I realized Oxnard's my home. Oxnard is where I want to be, this is where I want to spend my life. And I started working as a police officer. I spent 30 years here working for Oxnard Police Department. 30 years of trying to help this community be a clean, safe, prosperous, attractive neighborhood like the mayor thought, where the hell to go? Talks about. And you know, thanks to council supporting us, we've been able to do that. But when I retired a couple years ago, I figured, what's the new challenge? Because you don't retire, you move on to a new career. You move on to something else. I figured, what am I going to move on to? Because my wife said, look, you can't be in the house all day long. You need to have a job or do something or be out. By the way, this is my lovely wife here, Lorraine. Some other important people in my family, Modesto, who introduced us. Padre Ralph, his wife Jill. My in-laws, Annette and Pelon, Marcos. So I'm thinking, what do I do now to take my community into the future? We're here. We're staying. We're not going anywhere. This is the community we love. So how do we take that to the next level? This is it, council. And 30 years ago, or 40 years ago now, when I was in high school and college, I was studying electronics technology. I was going to be a computer geek. And fortunately, I didn't do that. If you'd have told me back then I was going to be a cop, and much later a city councilman, you're on drugs. You're out there, but here I am. And I can't tell you how ecstatic I am, especially since it's all the people in this room that made this happen for me. You don't do this by yourself. You do this by your friends, your community, go out talking up your praises to the other people in your community saying, hey, this guy is pretty good for us. We like him. So thanks to all of you, you make the community that I represent. Thank you for helping us be successful. I love you all. God bless you all. I'm not going to go as long as the mayor did. I'm still a little short winning, but you know, I'm so honored to be here. After 30 years, you allowed me to serve and protect you for 30 years. Now you're allowing me to go on for another 4 years and hopefully more. I'm looking forward to this. This is an exciting future. We have a wonderful community, and I was here when you couldn't drive on A Street. You know, when there were trees down there, there were no stores or anything else. You know, we had like an urban nomad encampment down there. The homeless people were down there and stuff. And I've watched the revitalization, regenesis of the city. It's exciting. It's beautiful. I love it, what we've become. I love what we're going to become in the future. And I think with this council, we're going to see great steps that lead towards that future. You know, Andres, thank you so much for being a confidant for me. The mayor, thank you so much. Dani, thank you so much for running for city. My remarks are a bit short. I'd like to have Dani come in here because I believe we have a beautiful management team to take this into the future. Thank you all for supporting all of us. Thank you so much.
There's a lot of things we thought Bryan could be, but a computer geek is not one of them, right? I want to introduce Dani because I think it's very important. Dani and where's Dale? All right. Dale? Yeah. They have, they're in a unique category of their own. They run campaigns without a single sign. Now, in the city of Oxnard, where signs are so incredibly important, Dale Belcher, you walk. But I have to tell you, to follow up on what Bryan said, this incredibly important position that Dale has done so well for so many years in the city of Oxnard. You know, it was within trepidation when we found out she was retired, until we found out that Dani was going to step up and run. And then it was with further trepidation when we found who her reporter was. But you know what, Dani, I got to tell you something. Your reputation, what you've done, what you stood for as an assistant treasurer, spoke for itself in the polls tonight. So tonight is yours. Congratulations.
As long-winded as these guys are. I'm a lot older, so I've been around a long time. I can't believe I'm standing here and I owe this. 4 years ago, when she ran for re-election, I said, never in my wildest dreams would I ever do this. It was awful. But with her mentoring and her guidance and my maturity, I have come to realize it's a good thing. And I'm just so humbled by the fact that everyone has voted for me. And I owe it to said, you can't get here by yourself. It takes a lot of people to help you get here, and I so appreciate that. Especially my campaign manager, Sue Chadwick. My committee, Anita Havacost, my extended family that are sitting over there, they know who they are. Jackie Loger, she's here. But my biggest and my best fan is my husband, Tony.
Yo, Tony! So I accept it humbly, and I'm going to do the damnedest I can do to keep it safe and make it better than it is now. So I have to apologize. There's somebody I have to thank tonight that I didn't thank, because he takes the biggest front of the whole thing next to my wife, and that is my partner, Dr. Stephen Langsford at the office.
So let's see the winning team. Let's see the winning team.
As Popeye would say,
baby.
What it is, it ain't what it ain't.
Baby, get up.
Come on up. You know, once again, I just want to tell you how thankful we are for you all coming inside. And we're so proud of being able to represent you. We're so proud of being a part of this great community. And you know what, I got to tell you something. There's a common denominator with all of us standing up here. We talk about what we're going to do and how great this community is. And we're going to work with you to make it even better and greater. We're extremely proud to be able to do that for you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Now there's more pizza left and dessert. Thanks, guys.